How, dude?
Is it on?
Yeah. Gotta go that way, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Can't wait till you get you a chair.
Do you? I don't mind it. That's too.
All right, everybody, we're back again. Cheer. Cheer again. Space okay. Another episode, Curious Unapologetic Men. Josh Hunter. About to get freaky with it. Smart news. Whole lot of crazy shit. A lot of crazy shit. See, from the title there, we got Baby Yeeting. Just go with that. For right now.
That actually thought it baby.
Then that leads to crazy women. Or crazy women maybe leads to baby eating. Like the real baby eating, where they actually do throw them off bridges and stuff. I got the crazy men too, sure.
Baby Yeeting.
Yeah.
Just so we're clear.
Yeah, not eating.
Yeah, no.
We're not talking about Epstein today.
They do have ladies that make cakes out of yeast.
Now, there's an awful story out of UK I want to talk about. Awful story. So UK is going insane as well. Then we got, what else was there? A man decapitates a pigeon. That's a smart news story I want to cover a little bit.
Has the recent travels and adventures of chit chat.
Yeah, crazy sights from what I've heard.
Fucking side quests.
Yeah.
Side quests from hell.
And we just got smart news apps. And then I think some of the stuff will end up tying into the beginning the conversations about feminism. I have a lot to say about feminism. Not women. I don't have a whole lot to say about women. I mean, unless I know you personally, then I can have something to say about you. But otherwise, no. But feminism and the actions of women abroad, sure, I could do that. We could do that. I have a lot to say about that. Same thing I'd have to say about men. I mean, we're talking about war. Who are we talking about? Men.
We are talking about.
We're talking about shootings or bombings. Who we're usually talking about? No. Usually it's men.
Nope. I want to send 4-month-old infants out there with an AK.
So.
And just like.
Talking about Epstein. Who are we talking about? Men. Awful, terrible men. Yeah. So they exist.
There's one lady.
Yeah.
There's one lady.
One lady.
Just one lady. Mm-hmm. That's it. She's like, they don't know I'm the librarian for the National Geographic.
There's actually a lot of women that worked with them to recruit other women into it. So there are women implemented in that aspect of it they are like predators too. They're they're made into predators. I don't know but
they're the wives.
Yeah, it's just
they feed them in different ways. They're like, I can't do it anymore. I'm gonna have to ask you to somebody else because I can't. We have 12 kids, but
so lots of crazy shit.
Maybe that's how Donald Trump got stuck with Stormy Daniels in Milwaukee. He went through there and bought him, and then he was like, "I'll make you a citizen. I'll save you from the troubles."
Could be. I mean, why not? It's possible. I'm not going to repeat it's possible anymore. I don't fucking know.
Aliens are real, dude.
Now,
Like, not only aliens are real, but like, do you think that's nuts? Imagine, just imagine.
you know, endless possibilities at this point in time. Like,
We have drugs that make
yeah,
people stand up and sleep.
we're still not even sure about religions
In the,
after a few thousand years.
yeah, in the
Like,
middle of fucking
so
the,
if we're not sure about religions after a few thousand years, what else can we not be sure about? You know?
and those are those of us who are conscious, not fentanyl leaning in the middle of a
Yeah,
highway intersection.
yeah. I mean, zombies are real. They're just not eating flesh yet.
Yeah, no, yeah, they
Just,
don't have skin falling off or necrosis.
but
They're just like,
they are real. They do exist.
it's up in here. It's where they're
Yeah.
dead, and then they just, that dude had been standing there for so long that his back started hurting. Like, when you fall asleep in a recliner, then you wake up and your back hurts and it's crazy. Yeah, he'd been standing there, leaned over so long that he just like woke up, but he just kind of like, and then like,
Couldn't even stand it back all the way back
yeah,
up.
no, he just stretched his neck up and like a turtle,
You look like the fucking witch from Snow White.
and then just wandered over to his stuff that was on the other side of the little walkway for the sidewalk, then the park, or then where his bike was, which I don't know why he separated them. And then walked it back over to his bike and then just continued to stand there. Just stand there.
Forgot
And
what he was doing again. Went back to La La Land.
he pulled up his pants because he had his crack hanging out. Like I'm telling you what, I about went over there and I had some quarters from laundry. And I was about to see if like I could get him started if I just slipped a few in his butt crack. It was like a good 3-4 inches of it. Like I'm pretty for sure if I was close enough and weighed, I probably just got through. And then he before he went back to statue mode without the pain.
Starts moving like he's a carnival ride, like one of those pony things.
Uh, oh,
We really
pulled
should
it
if you
off.
like would have started breakdancing. Like just instantly. Like
That would have been
it
fucking.
was
That like he just pulls himself completely back into consciousness and full reality. It is like the world revolves around this, and the universe is on a timeline of
mhm.
God is really a fucking bitch. No, not actually. I wouldn't say that's a God. That's mean. But it's like it could it could be a female dog. You never know. It could be God speaks in old terminologies.
Yeah. No, I don't know what I don't know. Uh,
The SWAT came in.
I don't know if God would have Um,
I feel like he'd have something to do with cursing, but I feel like it would be the context of the thought process.
I don't think God has a form. I think when he talked about creating us in his image, it was conscious in the aspect that we were able to view ourselves as well. We were able to view ourselves and our place in the universe and ponder upon it. And that's what he meant when he said, "You're created in my image for there, so you could see as I see." Is essentially the way I look at it. Like you're created in my image, so you see as I see.
I get
Yeah,
that
and so it's I don't because
from his point of view.
even if Christianity is true, like we have enough evidence that we all didn't start out looking like this.
Shit. No, we definitely came out.
Humans
like
did not looking like us. Yeah, so there's enough evidence for that to be like. So that if that's the case, then nobody.
So, you said, you know, at the end you said,
You will hear only me. I will talk to you. Hear my sins.
Instead, you start coming home at that point, and then you said spit bomb in that.
You are here with me now. Stay entertained with my voice. If you're relaxing to this, go to sleep.
Love you.
Thank you.
I'll take it.
Just
I'll take it
healthy
into
for you.
consideration.
Get it
How about that?
relaxed. Get ready to take a moment and just zone out.
So yeah, that's why I think I don't. So if we were created in God's image and we started out looking at something completely different, then the argument would have to be if he's a man because he created Adam in his image, well then God looks fucked up, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Because if that's what we look like and that's what God looks, God damn, that's an
Yeah.
ugly bitch. And I'll be saying that. That's okay.
He's like the perfect.
I ate from the tree of knowledge of good and evil. Therefore, I know, and I was created in His image. So I see as He sees, and I know right or wrong. And if that's ugly to me, that's ugly to Him too.
Yeah. He did not play that.
Yeah.
Are you still using your phone?
Yes, I am, Betty. You can eat those though.
Bing
You
bong
can-
gong.
those are yours.
Yeah.
I figured this.
I thought you were sick.
No, I'm just talking right now.
Bing
Go
bong.
on. I'll get to it. I'll use it real quick. I'll use it real quick. Go. Kids are the best. They're absolutely chaos. They bring amount of chaos to your life that you like.
They
It's an
keep you on your
adventure.
toes.
Yes, you don't know what's going to happen.
Like one day they're nice and calm, the next they're using a metal beaded necklace to burn down the whole house by putting it between the thing they're plugging in and the outlet.
Luckily, I don't think I'll have that problem with them. They don't.
And then you have a whole ring from the.
They're not as suicidal as I was, lighting stuff on fire, drinking paint thinner. And
my sister had the bright idea to hang a necklace on her nightlight to keep it off the floor. And it slid in behind the fucking, like, in between the housing for the outlet and the where the prongs for the outlet was. So in the middle of the night, we just hear. We think it's fucking people, like fucking like cats fighting outside. Nah, no. We just go into my sister's room and there's like a fucking rave light show going on. Like demons are coming out of this fucking nightlight, and then the necklace on the bottom is like red as shit, like
Just
cherry
glowing.
red. Yeah, and then you just see, and I'm like, what the? So then Dad goes, go over there and pull the fucking light out. Well, hope God it comes out with it, because now you're gonna have to rip the whole fucking outlet out. And then we gotta worry about sorting through the fucking walls. And I was like, oh, yay, 8-year-old me gets to get tased again.
Yeah.
So I went over there, I pulled it out. It had mounted to the nightlight, but not to the outlet yet. So yeah, I was scared like shitless. Lexi's like, Dad was like, don't put your necklaces there. Take them downstairs and set them on the table. And
That's
I'm like,
wild.
yeah, I
So
was
that
like,
could have been like a whole fucking
we could have sorted
new
out
saga
the
in your
whole-
life.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we could have sorted out the whole goddamn fucking apartment complex we lived in. We're
Yeah.
renting.
Could have started fire. Shit.
Okay.
Burnt the shit. Yeah, burnt the whole fucking place down.
It only took me 2 hours to scrub the black parts off the wall. Only 2 hours.
Yeah.
But it's okay. We had a magic eraser.
Yeah.
Which I feel
Like I
like
said, chaos, the right amount of chaos. Venture, you know, you never know where your life's gonna head. You could be homeless tomorrow. The kids do something stupid.
one of your kids might blame the
if
other
you
ones.
if you're not paying attention to your kids and they do something stupid, you could end up homeless. You know, it could be your fault and their fault, and it just happens. You know. Love you. Yes. Go ahead. I will bring it out there, dude. Promise.
We promise.
All right. Well, we'll start off with the Afro Man. He won a lawsuit in which these officers. So the whole story is that these officers raided his house, coming after kidnap victims and drugs, and I can't remember what else there was. There was another thing. They found no kidnap victims. They found no huge amounts of marijuana or methamphetamines.
No, I thought they found pot.
They didn't find huge amounts.
Okay, but yeah.
They didn't find amounts.
He's known for it, so he's gonna have it.
Yeah, there wasn't amounts to suggest that he was like a crime lord type situation.
Just using it. I get you.
And they hid the money that he did have. And when it was returned, like $390 was missing. And they said that they just miscounted it or something. And they broke down his door and like ransacked his house.
Yeah.
Cut his camera feeds. And then we're like, we're not paying for it.
We
didn't do nothing wrong at all. And he made music about all of these assholes using footage of them.
I saw a short of it, and the song's name is Lemon Pound Cake.
Yeah, one of them's Lemon Pound Cake. There's another one that's Randy something is the son of a bitch.
Yeah, I saw a little bit of that one and the other one.
And he's talking, and in that one he's talking about fucking the dude's wife.
Yeah,
he's like, Randy something is the son of a bitch. That's why I fucked this bitch and got rich. And the guy's on stand, and he's like, "Hey, make songs about fucking my wife." And they're like, "And we all know that your wife's not fucking him, right?" The lawyer asks. He's like, "I don't know. And looks around the courtroom like,
"Where's my fucking wife at?"
So there's a potential that he is fucking your wife, is what you're saying?
He's like, "Well, guys, look around the room. Do you see her here?"
And it's a defamation case. So if it's like,
do you see?
If he's not fucking your wife, then, or if he didn't, then you could maybe sue for defamation because he lied. But if he isn't, or if he might be fucking your wife, then it just might be an actual story, something that actually happened, and he's just talking about that shit. And in which case, it's kind of okay. Like, you're just telling your side of the story. And that's eventually what it comes down to. Oh, Lick 'em Low Lisa. That was the other one. Talking about another police officer eating another officer's wife's pussy. Lick 'em Low Lisa, yeah. Calling her a dyke. And she's on stand crying while they're playing the song. Because as the people are up there on the stand, they play the entire song. Each one of the songs that reference the people. Like,
he just puts the whole town on blast.
Yeah, so he's like, we'd like you to watch this here, and then they'll play the entire music video and make the one testifying watch it. So each one of the officers had to watch the music video in court in front of cameras. And AFROMAN at the whole time is wearing this American.
I saw the American suit, in
American flag suit, and American flag sunglasses. And he comes in there with this big white fur coat and everything. Like, comes in there, it's just like a complete boss. It's like, this is.
He's like, I am what America is now. How you fucking doing?
But what did you do? Introduce you to Lemon Pound Cake. Yeah,
I loved that one because you just see the little officer.
Yeah, so you have seen this one where he like. The funniest part, I'll just get to that part right there.
Yeah. He took
double glass.
The one I saw, he took like 3 takes. He's like,
yeah. Then he's looking through the fridge at one point too in the music video. That's the gist of the song. As AFROMAN style.
Yeah.
He repeats the chorus, which is a third of the song is the chorus. He repeats the chorus 3 times for the most part.
I'll get you.
Like he just mixes a little bit of difference. Yeah. But it was just that take of like the officer going.
Legitimately, he was like,
"What was that? That looks good." Damn.
Are they watching? I could. And then he walks everybody go by and he's like, "Well, they're taking money."
And then
I gotta, maybe it's got cocaine in it. You know, maybe we need.
Yeah, so $390 was missing, and so he started making these songs, and now these people are suing him. All these officers, he wins unanimously. Every one of the AFROMAN wins. Every one of them, like, and so
he's like, "Look, guys."
And as he's getting ready to go to the trial, he makes another video calling out every one of the officers in this final video. Or it's like, AFROMAN is going to do you. AFROMAN's going to screw you. AFROMAN's going to put it to you. And it's like sung to like an American anthem kind of style too. So it's in the suit, of course, the suit and everything. He AIs it a little bit as well. It's just an epic win for somebody who's like his career's gonna blow back up again. Like
Like
with
he's
this
on a
story,
whole nother curve now.
yeah. You know how many more songs he's gonna make now? Like, damn, he just got approved. Yes, I'm still using my phone, buddy.
Oh, I thought you was done.
I'm still using my phone. I use it and then I have to talk about it. And then I use it again. And I have to talk about it.
And then he talks about it, and then we talk about it, and then I talk about it, and then we use it, and then I stand up a little bit, and then I
Here,
put that around my.
you take that for right now. We'll talk about Hunter stuff.
Okay.
But I'll need it back in a little while. Yeah.
I said we can use my phone. Maybe.
Oh, your phone. We'll bring up your stuff that way. He's got the phone.
For a second.
Probably got to use the bathroom. But yeah, we'll bring up the whole abortion stuff. We'll do the whole. I just thought that story in itself
That's kind of comedy gold, other than the fact that it's kind of a big fuck you too, and a successful one. Like he's like, it's even if I am doing anything, what does it matter?
He's like, I'm just making music off of my life. This just happened to be part of my life.
And not only that, but yeah, like you came at this man.
Yeah.
Who's been
like on the, because he also gets up there and testifies, and they're like, is there anything to make you change your mind? He's like, is there anything to make it so that they didn't erase my peace of mind in my country? Is there anything to make them not scare my kids when they were walking around with an AR-15 with their finger on the trigger?
Like SWAT comes into anybody's house. It doesn't
no.
matter. That is a traumatizing
He's
event.
Like, they didn't want to pay for any of the damage. They said they didn't have to. I'm using the footage of my own stuff. Like I'm using my CCTV.
Yeah, like this is proof. There's nothing photoshopped or
like,
sketched.
None of this would have happened if they would have actually gotten good evidence or good intel. They would have found that I didn't have anything like that. Like it was like.
And I mean, even if he did have a massive amount of something of that nature, nowadays he probably has a legitimate, not loophole, but a legitimate shop somewhere that sells shrubbery. And depending on where he lives.
I think the big thing was like the kidnap victim is like, I'm not that guy.
Yeah.
I don't do that shit.
I didn't get that either. He did not definitely seem like the kind of person that's like gonna. Like,
why does he need to? He's just fucking because I got high guy. He got whatever he wants.
He is most definitely like that.
And he still does towards it. You don't need to. I mean, I say that, and then we got people like fucking. What's his face? Piss on you guy. Piss on me. Fucking can't remember his name. Damn. Cannot remember his name at all.
The first thing I thought of was the fucker right the pussy dude. Fucker right the pussy.
No, I don't think so. No, this is a black R&B artist. It's really famous too. I just can't remember none of his songs or anything right now.
His name is Piss on Me?
No, but that's what he was kind of like famous for. Like R. Kelly. There it is. R. Kelly, yeah.
Kelly.
He wanted to pee on you or you pissed on him. I don't remember which one, but he was into that weird shit. And he was like kind of like kidnapping girls, kind of basically trapping them into relationships in which you like pay for their houses and stuff like that. And then
showed up in their house.
And it's like, R. Kelly, dude, you shouldn't have to do that. But then you find out that they're like underage people. So he was like trying to Epstein it up. And so
make it town Epstein.
Yeah.
Epsteinsville.
You know, that's always going to be like the thing from now on in American culture. If you're a predator, you're an Epstein.
It is now switched from a chomo or a predo.
It's like if you're a leader who just wants absolute power, you're Hitler now.
Yeah.
You know, like so now if you're a child predator, you're just an Epstein or a Maxwell.
We have one of those for that now. Yeah. Yeah, that's bad.
So
They're like that's like
everybody
taking the
that's
whole
got the last
Chad
name
stereotype
Epstein,
to like another level. That's
that's
like
got to be terrible. Be a Jewish guy with the last name Epstein right now. There's a guy named Jeffrey Epstein who's a real person. That's not Jeffrey Epstein. I think I just saved my money and changed my name. I'm changing my name.
Like, I'm not gonna lie to you. I didn't even know who the fuck Jeffrey Epstein was until like all this shit started.
Really? Oh no, nobody did. Nobody knew who the fuck he was.
Like, for all I know, this is like another Mark Zuckerberg with the motherfucker
Yeah,
behind the desk.
definitely, yeah.
He reminds me of Professor Oak with a bald spot right here and glasses. I don't know if I've
Have you
never
heard him
seen.
talk?
I haven't seen the man. I don't even know what he looks like, but I feel like that is what he looks like.
He's very, very Bill Gatesy-ish in the talking a little bit, like very. it's,
I get Bill Gates and Nicolas Cage mixed up.
And Bill Gates was with Epstein. You know, he got an STD from a Russian hooker and got Epstein to get the medication for it so he could slip it in his wife's smoothies or something. I don't fucking know what.
So that she wouldn't get it. Smoothie.
So that she wouldn't get it.
I mean, I just take the medicine and then not give it to anybody.
Yeah, I think he was taking it too, but I think he was also giving it to her to make sure she didn't catch it while he had it. So that, like, and just to make sure that she couldn't, because if she caught it, she'd be like, "Who are you sleeping with?" You know, so it'd be a jig up.
Nothing. Nobody. Bring the magic herpes.
It was interesting that, like, shortly after the Epstein thing, Melinda bugged out, didn't she? Said, "I'm taking half your shit and I'm out, bitch."
I would take. I don't know. That's kind of like that fucking kid that had that kiddo that had got herpes because his relative kissed him on.
Oh yeah, that girl with the green eye that you were talking about.
Yeah, the kiddo got kissed and it looked like a zombie eye. Like it was kind of swollen, irritated, and it was. I mean, it wasn't like they're with each other. It was just she gave him a peck on the cheek, being affectionate, and then he got the disease transmitted through the pathogens, and it gave him an infection in his eye to the point to where like his eye was like emerald green, the iris was, and then the pupil and stuff was like irritated, pissed off, red, just inflamed.
Didn't it going blind too?
Yeah, they lost the sight in it for the most part. So yeah, like Two-Face.
Like if that's not, if you can't claim that like as attempted manslaughter or something like that. Yeah, like it's not necessarily attempted murder because maybe they didn't really know.
Yeah, it is,
but it's
involuntary biohazard.
That definitely could have killed him if it would have went to the brain instead of the eye. You know.
And I mean, again, like you said, not that she was aware that shit could happen.
Yeah,
She might
who's fucking whatever. I thought he had to like
do something.
Yeah, but I guess maybe like she kissed him and then he rubbed his cheek and then rubbed his eye at the same time.
Yeah.
So then the saliva got into his eye, which would cause
that
the infection.
Spread
yeah. Ew, that's gross.
Stop it,
kind of thing, and then,
no.
And then it just got in there. Good Lord. Don't get kisses from random strangers.
And he's just like
might not even be random strangers. It might have been like his aunt.
Yeah, that's why I said it was a family member. Like a relative that kissed him. And they're like, we were all aware that they had it and this and that and the other, but it didn't. It's like, oh, okay. I'd be like, you guys can high five. I'll get the most, okay? Nothing against you, but until we find a cure-all for it,
yeah.
You don't touch my kid.
Oh, you're coming over? Hold on, I got a plastic bag. I got to put on this chair. Got special plate. Cup,
looks like a
plate, bowl, everything. This is yours.
Everything is styrofoam. The tablecloth is a cut up ruler's bag or a roll king bag.
What are you doing, Phoebe? No, don't do that. That's gross. Don't do that.
You'll get herpes in your eye if you do that. You'll get green eye. Green eyes, and I think his name is Sam.
Oh man, life changing.
It is nuts kind of stuff.
Yeah. What a life to be have to grow up into. So many people, herpy eye. There's herpy eye. It's just instantly thinking like all the jokes that it's like, don't look at me, you're gonna give me herpes.
Are you a snake?
Just I feel bad for him.
He's got septic. Every time he cries, it's
He's
like
gonna-
a milky green tear.
He's got to grow some really thick skin and be very good to make fun of it. He's got to come up with the best.
He's gonna have
gotta
to
come
grow
up with the
such a thick
best.
skin. He's got scales, and then it'll match.
Yeah.
It'll just
Like,
be
yeah,
half
he's-
croc man.
That might be what he ends up doing is getting tattoos over there to where he's like half croc, like that would embrace it, just be like,
He's like, I gotta make do with this, guys. We are killer croc. It's gonna be okay. But then what if he like
play a good zombie, like half zombie, turn zombie.
Or if he loses the eyeball, that'd be even worse. You just pull the eyelid off, and he's like,
We're just trying
"Arr."
to make ways to get you through this, Sam. Okay, take our advice to heart for real. Grow thick skin, make fun of it, have fun with it.
Find a marble that's
Yes.
preferably clean in your size. I think that's gonna be your safest bet. I would assume they probably have a decent amount of money.
Yeah, don't start an OnlyFans where you're sticking stuff in it though.
Yeah. Then the other one will go bad. You don't want that. I mean, he'll have to lotion it up, not said oil it. He'll have to, wet the socket. It's like the simplest. You go down the highway to take your metal off. I did. For those that are aware, no. I've got my Jeep back here recently, and I've been doing some stuff I've been needing to around the house, clean out some of the shed and shit, and take for a test drive. And, yeah, it's also insured now. But the day before yesterday, so 2 days ago, 3 days ago, 3 days ago, I took off a bunch of scrap metal. Can't remember, I had to go to Evansville.
What I can do.
All right.
No.
And
Does it might come down?
not only did they only give me like $9 for the
You'll
metal,
have it back when you go
but
back.
we're going down the highway, and there's you're good. I was gonna keep them occupied. There's a Chevy Sonic that we're either way, there's a Chevy Sonic coming down the incoming traffic. Like we're going down one way, and then on the other side of the highway, the car's coming our way. And as this Chevy Sonic is coming towards us, this is you. I'm so sorry, and I really hope you got home safe and with a car mainly intact. But they were rolling smoke. Okay, like looked like they were either on fire or getting ready to be on fire. But they were going down the highway, and as they're going down the highway, not only are they flying past every single car, but they are rolling smoke out of the back, and I'm talking like thick. Like you can't see through the smoke a good foot and a half coming off the back of this car. Like it's a thick little cloud. Worse than Afro Man back here coming out of a limo after a smoke session. Okay, like if they were smoking, they were dying. They weren't seeing shit. They're gonna hit something. All right, but it's just coming out of the back of this thing. All right, we managed to pass it. We're watching it go by like a fucking wizard casting a fireball just down the highway. And as we're going, we're like, wow, dang, that's nuts. And the smoke wasn't like after it got away from the car and it dissipated a bit, like the car went by and the smoke hung around a little bit, lingered. Yeah, it lingered. It was a whiter color, but coming out of the thing, it was like this color right where my finger is, right here. Not this red, but this light orange. Get the fuck out of the way, curtain. This light orange right here, or brown. That is the color of that guy's exhaust smoke coming out of his car, or oil burning, or antifreeze burning, or something. It smelled like he was burning the piss either out of the transmission or the motor, because you just smelled burnt metal as you went through the cloud of fog and smoke. Because once it dissipated, the white smoke out of this back of this dude's car, it took over the whole highway. Like it didn't make it to where you couldn't like see 5 feet in front of you. But it definitely was enough to notice that the smoke had come out of this car. Okay. Like enough to enhance people's vision, to kind of make people anxious and scary. Okay, we get that done, we get there. All right. And mind you, I hadn't gotten to this place yet, so I was using directions. And I pull into this place, and it tells me as I'm pulling into this place for this recycling center, the directions for my Google are like, all right, take a left, go 2 feet, take a right, go another 2 feet, take a left, go another 2 feet, take another left, go another 2 feet, take a right. And I was like, what? And he's like, yeah, dude, I don't know what the. So we just turned it off at that point. I was like, this is too much of a trip. I'm too anxious to make sure this motherfucker makes it there. Much less the fact that we just come back with.
So I guess AI is not going to take over the world. Can't do that shit. Still? Damn, Google Maps.
And I was in the parking lot for the place too, and I'm like, where am I going? What the fuck? So then I just turned it off, turned the thing off, pulled up on the scale. Everybody there's like, wow, that looks really nice. I'm like, it's not washed. I can barely see through the windshield. Like, like I don't think you understand what happened to get this going, and how much work we really still have to do to. Like I still wiped off my windshield, like took it for a car wash, and my windshield has this dirt streak from wipers on the windshield itself. I can see, but yeah, it's like, oh my god.
It still has a streak even after washing it?
Yeah, that was how much dust and dirt was on it, but it'll wash off. So we got me and my brother-in-law again. I told him a shout out and thank you to him as well, because he helped me get this stuff out of there. I got a little antsy and energetic and productive, and got out there a little early, and just got the shit in the car before he got there. Just coincidence timing. Both times, actually, when we took the trash off later on. And my sister for paying the charge fee for the trash after that. But, and believe it or not, after this car come back, or not believe it or not, because and the dude who worked on it did a really, really good job. And it runs like a charm. A charm. I mean, it's clunky. It makes noises. It's an older car. It's gonna make a little bit of pinky clankies and here and there. But smooth as butter.
Y'all just imagine like the Jeep version of National Lampoon's Vacation the Wagon.
Yeah,
It's very similar.
a station wagon, but like
Maybe not exactly the same colors, but it's got that like wood panel kind of side. It's not wood panel, but it's got that look to
it's
it.
faded. It's antique. It's aged. But yes, it does have that. It's got wood paneling on the side. It looks like a Ford Bronco, but a little stretched out. But it does have the very station wagon-esque theme to it.
Yeah, that's why I was like,
Yeah,
because it's almost like a Jeep, but with a station wagon look to it.
it's like a family
It's,
all-terrain car, like something you take camping.
Not a Wrangler though. No, more like
Commander.
yeah.
Yeah. Like
What is it? What is it exactly?
It is a depending on where you on my insurance policy, it says it's the AMC Grand Wagoneer. It's American made cars. That's what Jeep was before it was Jeep.
Before it was GM.
Yeah. So that's all Mopar stuff. But on other things, it's a Jeep Grand Wagoneer. But the model of it is a Grand Wagoneer. Oh, I'll let this go now.
Dad, this one's a debut.
Come bring it in here. We'll look. Let's figure it out real quick. No.
This one?
Filling that one. All right, go on. Tell me what you get.
And then we got that done. We come back. And then we go take off a recycler. I about walked out of there with my 32 cents. And they're like, no, bud. You gotta go over here and do it.
Huh? Here in a little bit, bud. Here later, bud. It's really loud.
You guys feel like playing these sports today?
Just want me to open packs of that on here. I'm like, that's not what the show is. Fuck you.
Hey, buddy.
Fuck you!
Yeah. Hey. Let me tell you right now.
See, I preach First Amendment absolutism, and that's what I allow my kids to do. First Amendment absolutism up to about one word.
A day?
No, just about one word. There's one word that the kids say.
That one word.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't blame you. It's. I feel like derogatory. It's filled with hate too much. You can't quite say it like you're supposed to, but
I look to a matter of like it comes down to like the harm principle in that aspect, and not one aspect. Morally speaking, I think we should be able to say whatever we want, every word that we want to say, any word that we want to say.
and mean as long as you mean it.
Should you want to say most of the word? Probably not. That's not cool, but you should be allowed to morally. But
like if I'm gonna accept that somebody
when it comes down to
me,
it's like what is
like, what are you doing?
the harm aspect of saying that one word? Yeah,
and I'd be like,
way worse. Yeah, exactly. Like
okay,
and really,
but
honestly, there's pretty much no group at all that you can go up to and be like, "Hey, look at you," and then call them a racial slur or whatever slur that you want to, a homophobic slur, misogynistic slur, whatever it is.
There's a derogatory term.
There is one particular group that if you say that slur to them, their slur to them, you can literally get killed.
Yeah. I'd rather
Almost
do that with
none
anybody.
of the other ones. There's maybe a couple others that might, but there's one that's like way outweighs the chances of you saying that slur and then you getting murdered. And so
there's one where
there's
it's
a
like,
harm principle of like
no.
just don't do that because it could end way worse than anything else.
That is definitely a no.
And it's not cool to say any of them. It's not, it's like, but I don't have the moral high ground to say that you can't say it. I just don't think you should.
Yeah.
Even with that, every slur, I have no moral high ground to say that you can't say it. I think you shouldn't say things.
It's a suggestion.
But it's like if you do say it, am I going to be like, I condemn you to hell?
Yeah, you have sinned the sin of them all.
You deserve to be beat the fuck up.
Come here, I need to cut your nutsack off and sew you back together. You don't
deserve any like actual punishment for saying words.
Just be like, hey man, don't do that.
Like the only punishment would be social pressure punishment.
Yeah.
If people want to exclude you from things, if people want to exclude you from things, if people don't want you to be part of things, then that's on you for saying those things. Yeah.
It's like
but legally and like work wise, no. There should be no. Shouldn't get fired for saying something on my own time that I'm away from work. I shouldn't like. I can understand to the degree with your if you're doing sales to a degree, but that's only I think
if you're lying to people.
I think it should only come down to like if you say something outside of work and then it causes your sales to decrease at work. It's only after the sales decrease at work that you get fired.
Should be held accountable.
Yeah, then you get fired because you're not doing what you should be doing.
You're just continuing your work ethic. Yeah, you've done that yourself.
But if you do say something and then you continue to do the same sales, just because people don't like you, well, obviously there's other people who don't care enough to still do business there, so they shouldn't be fired.
So, and it's not necessarily if nobody finds out, you can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
But in the same instance, it's like it's not hurting either of those two people in the situation, nor the person doing it, and they're still doing the same job.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I'm gonna come in naked and still do the same
Yeah,
work
because
ethic,
if we get to the like words can cause serious offense and lifelong trauma, it's like, oh, okay, then we go down this path. Like we get down to the point to where it's like, hey, Josh, I need you to do this at work. Oh man, that's offensive.
oh yeah,
That hurts me, dude. I can't believe that you would put that pressure on me.
you've asked too much of me.
Oh my dude,
Holy
I have
shit.
to get therapy. You guys are gonna have to pay for it.
I mean, I have a coworker. Yeah, like I have a coworker at work. I jokingly banter with them like that. They'll ask me for help, and they're like, and they know I'm gonna do it either way. They know at the end of the day it needs to be done. So I'm gonna do it. Don't matter. But I'm still like, no, nah. And they're like, Hunter, and I'm like, no, no. Like, please. And I'm like, you've already told me 3 times what you've wanted, and I'm doing it as I'm telling you no.
Yeah.
What do you like? I like most people have bills I have to pay,
And
so I rely on this job to pay those bills. So you could tell me to pull my pants down and bend over and stick one of these knives in my ass. I would probably do it.
as long as you're not filming it, don't film it.
Yeah, that's weird. That's public humiliation on like a 7, but like in the
But
instance
also,
of it,
I don't know.
like I'm not
I
saying you
have to
should
ask.
kill yourself.
I have to
you
ask
should hurt
too.
yourself.
Is part of also you saying no is like I don't really want to do it, and so I have to inform you of my actual decision to not do it, but I'm still going to do it.
If for me, it's honestly, I like as a kid, I was yes, I'll do that.
Okay, like
Yeah,
you've been telling me
yeah.
about your dad tells you to go grab that light.
You say yeah, you go do
it.
it.
Or you go real close to that one guy at the
The Walmart,
supermarket.
yeah,
or
yeah.
whatever,
The other day, your dad. It's not like a mafia thing. Like you get it, you do it, or you get beat.
No, it was
I mean,
just
you get punishments if you fuck up, if you're wrong, but it is very much like I call it like a hive mind. I'm the tool, he's the brain.
Yeah,
So
well, I
like,
mean,
I'd just be like, yep, okay, that's what we're doing.
he didn't
And then
put you in situations that made you doubt what he was telling you to
my
do. Kind of
capability of
situation.
his faith in me
Yeah.
and the capability
Yeah.
of myself as well.
Like
Yeah.
there was a good trust aspect to it.
He
Like
knew what I could do better than I knew what I could do.
Yes,
So it was like,
that's pretty big. Yeah.
all right,
Yeah.
we were in sync like that. But it's
So I feel like that would be a component too of what you're talking about in the aspect of like you trust the person that's telling you to do these things. Anyways, even though you tell them no, you're going to do it
Yeah.
because you're like, yeah, I trust you that you're not bullshitting me and that this is actually needs to be done or whatever.
right. And there have been instances where it's been not such a case. Like I tell somebody, yes, I have with this, I do this and that. And then it ended up not being at all what I thought it was. And years down the road, shit happens.
Yeah, you get to the point where it's like, yeah, I don't.
It's not that I'm
not
fed
gonna
up
do it
with
'cause
it,
I don't believe you.
or I don't want to help people or this and that and the other. But it's like for one, you learn that you have to tell people no. How much it's inbred in you to follow orders and say yes, yes, ma'am, yes, sir, do this, get that done. Okay, this is next. You
definitely
have to set up boundaries with some of these people, or just in general, because they will run you over. You be nice to them, they'll fake it just to get whatever they want. They'll can pull through just to get this and that. But so I have learned, not necessarily with you. I mean, I do joke with you, but it's like with that certain coworker, she knows as like that, that she knows I'm gonna get it done. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna whatever. But if I do it with the people that know I'm gonna still do it, and I tell them no, then I can underlyingly train myself and get myself to say no when I need to say no.
Okay,
so I don't have to overthink it. I don't have to form the words. I don't have to. It's like, no, this shouldn't be happening. I need to say this now.
Okay, I've already passed. I've reached that part already because I met that a couple times when I was on third shift and June would tell me things. I'm like, I've already do this and this and this. I'm like, I can, but I don't like that you're
Well,
making me do this.
Fit it in
I'm
there.
going like, yeah, it's like this is ridiculous that you're getting me to make me like I was fine with bringing that up. Very easy to now, especially now. Like this is why when we were doing team meetings, I was never there, and Kim was like, "You should be there." I was like, "I don't know if that's a good idea because if somebody says something and I'm like in an undertone of like they're pointing at somebody, like I'm
You're gonna be the outside voice.
yeah, I'm gonna be like, what does that mean? What do you who are you talking? Who does that?
Hold on, let's figure this out. Let's narrow this down. Let's figure out who it is. Let's get this.
What are we talking about? Like, what is not being done that you don't like? Okay,
do
you have the person who's not doing things? Do you have things that aren't getting done before your shift that you would like done?
Or that are causing this to happen?
So if this is the case, then like you all have to concede that you all make mistakes. Everybody fills
those
in
are the areas
people.
You make
Get
mistakes
the fuck over it.
Fix them, yeah.
just do your job.
That's it.
That's why I was telling Kim, I was like, I couldn't be a manager because I would tell my employees, listen, this is what I want you to do. 70% of your job. Each shift, 70% of your job. The 30% that doesn't get done by the shift before you, make sure that's part of your 70%.
Yeah.
And that way, the next shift, everybody covers 100. It covers 100. It's just you're only ever doing actually 70% of your job. And don't lie to me. Don't tell me that you're doing something. And I'm going to have a list of things for you to fill out.
There'll be procedure lists. There'll be check marks.
Don't check, if you don't
be signatures.
If you don't fill it out, that's okay. It's okay that you didn't do it. At least then the next shift knows these are the things that we need to do.
Now. Yes. Yeah.
And I'm not going to penalize you unless you're not picking up your 70%.
Like if it's a weekly,
she's like, yeah, that wouldn't be a good thing. I was like, well, exactly. Like the higher up people, they want profit. Got to push them to the limit.
And a lower down turnover rate. I'm just like, keep those people there because if they keep people there,
especially if they're honest. If they're the people who are like, yeah, I'm not going to put my name there because they didn't do it. That's an employee worthy of keeping because they're honest. They're not gonna
steal money. They're not gonna do anything wrong. They might slack off, but they're at least gonna hold themselves accountable for what they didn't do.
So I'm already past that, but now I'm to the point where like, if I don't want to do something, but I want to do it anyways, I'm to the point where it's like a bureaucracy decision. I have to. There's 2 blankets out there. There's 2 blankets out there. There's a second blanket right up there. No blanket even. Yeah, you were. I can tell it in your voice.
He hesitated.
Also, you had it in your hand.
Yeah. Yeah. I didn't do nothing. Blood is all over their hand. The children.
Yeah, so now I'm to the point where it's like a bureaucracy. Like Kim will move a big wad of trash over into my floor instead of sweeping it up herself. And I'm like, oh, freaking crazy lady leaving my trash again. This is ridiculous. And it's like, it's half truth and half joke because it is. Like,
that is what's happening, but it doesn't matter that much to me to actually get angry or have you have to ask me.
And at times she like won't answer the phone. I'm like, you do have 2 ears and a hand, right? I'm like, are you serious? I'm like, yeah, I'm serious. Then I pick up the phone myself. I walk away. I'm like, yeah, I am being serious, but I'm also just pointing out the, poking it.
Yeah, it's not
honestly, if I'm not poking at you, I don't think I really like you very much.
No, like and that's how I am with Shelly. It's like if for one, if you're gonna like criticize, not necessarily criticize me, but if you're gonna poke me out, let me know my faults, what have you. I'm, you gotta give shit, you gotta take shit.
Yeah.
And if you're gonna take shit, you gotta know how to give it as well. So there'll be times where she'll be like, you stop, I've had enough shit today. And I'm like, okay, shit, I'll back off, my bad. And then I just kind of smile real big and stand in the corner and just kind of keep quiet, bring people up. She's like, I'm not talking to you today. And then 20 minutes later, she'll be like, hey, I need my take a make. And I'm like, okay, that's no big deal. But that's really all it is. I'm just like, no, I'm getting myself trained where I can just nonchalantly say no when I need to instead of feeling like it's going to have a bunch of pressure.
All this is I've learned in this last year.
But
so like everything I'm talking about, like the poking and having fun with coworkers.
Oh yeah,
I never did that for last year. Like I was not something that I would have done because I would have thought I could get in trouble too easily. I would have been too worried about it. And now I'm like, if I get in trouble, that's not the place for me. Move it on. Gotta go somewhere else. because I have to be able to do that, or I'm not going to enjoy my job.
You got to be an individual as well as a person
not
and
going to
part
enjoy
of the
my
team
job.
of the company.
I am too dark comic minded when somebody says something or tells me something. Like just the other day, my dad said Chuck Norris died. I said no, he didn't. No, he didn't. I said death got Chuck Norris. Okay, Chuck Norris said death. Listen, you're going to be working overtime here soon. The war's getting ready to start. You need somebody that's really going to do the fucking job right, and I'm the man. So he was like, I gotta go. I gotta go and do Death's job because Death sucks at his job. So I'm gonna rock this shit. World War III. That's right. Chuck Norris as Death. That's it. That's it's the only way that you're gonna get that many deaths. We're talking billions, potentially billions. You got to have Chuck Norris as Death in order to get.
He would instant transmission everywhere.
Yes.
Like one step and he'd be like, "Oh,
he's just doing this to people, throat chopping them."
Yeah. That's just like they take the Grim Reaper staff turns into like leather gloves. Like, what do you?
And all I can say is make sure China does not get his DNA. Do not let China get his DNA. They will have an unstoppable army.
We will, yeah.
Just imagine, not even even if they're incompetent, imagine a platoon coming up against a platoon of Chuck Norris. You're like, that's fucking Chuck Norris. Dude, you're dead right there already.
Yeah.
The psychological warfare of it.
Yeah, like they're already intimidated by the fact that that's him. No matter if like one eye's like up here and the other one's like on his fucking chin.
Still Chuck Norris.
They see the features. They're still like, we're gonna die.
Midget Chuck Norris could still beat fucking giant normal person, so it's okay. So
just a small infant looking Chuck Norris drop kicking.
I want to do AI videos of this. This would be hilarious. Like an army of Chuck Norrises, like the Deadpool, where it's like just a bunch of Deadpool, but just a bunch of different fucked up Chuck Norrises. It's like this is what the U.S. Army is going to use in World War III.
Another one of the ones in the back is like a tree hugging hippie. Oh, that he died at what 86, 89?
He was 80 something. Yeah, I remember 80. I don't remember exactly what it was. Yeah, medical complications or medical emergency. I don't know what got him.
They did say it was a medical emergency.
Yeah,
I
don't know what got him.
It was probably like a stroke or a heart attack. I feel like he's
freaking. Dude was probably doing something. Probably fucking some chick.
He looks like one of those freak off kind of dudes. Like he might not have been on Epstein's list, but he was definitely doing like reverse cowboy with actual midgets.
He was waking up, slapping one girl's ass, telling her to get out of bed, and then for his new nap, he had another girl. And then when it went time to go to bed, he had two.
That's how he kept so strong.
Yeah.
That's where everybody got the porno stash from. They're like, he just fucks.
Yeah.
That's his exercise. It's cardio.
He's just sitting there watching him make out, do the little row machine thing that he was like, yeah, I'm so hard tonight.
Like he's watching TV and you think it's the machine. And then they like pan down a little bit and you start to see the top of a blonde head. And then just eyebrows keep arching up. That'd be one messed up movie. They're like, oh, why? Chuck Norris. And there's like sex swings everywhere.
This is the best. Yeah. Coming up with fucking stupid jokes. Nathan was like, I don't know how this joke's going to be received because it's pretty early. I was like, no, it's not. Inside. Literally the first thing I said to my dad, Chuck Norris died. No, he didn't. What do you mean? He didn't. Death got Chuck Norris.
He's Hermes.
He's okay. Death. Chuck Norris met Death. Not Death met Chuck Norris. Chuck Norris met Death and was like, hey, I want your job.
Chuck Norris finally met a challenge and they equaled out.
Yeah, he was like, I got to go.
A rift in space and time.
This is the ultimate challenge. Yeah, the ultimate challenge is to kill everybody. For all time. For the rest of all time.
He wasn't like, I'm gonna collect the salt. He's like, nah, I'm just ending it.
Yeah.
He's like, you want to see this? And then he just drops real low, and then you just hear, "Pshing," and he's like,
So I picture that the next
like it's like Rambo.
the
times
next
a
nuclear
million.
bomb that America drops is going to have a painting of Chuck Norris on it, like he's fucking punching the ground. That's what I would do if I was painting on a nuke bomb.
Can you show me?
No, it's all right, buddy.
The
I know most of what I want to talk about.
Okay.
Fucking Norris. Instead of the atom bomb, it's the Chuck bomb.
Yeah, yes. I could see Trump coming up like being like, we got a new bomb. It's going to be the Norris bomb. And Chuck Norris family being like, no, don't do that. You don't want to be known for death. It's like, yeah, but he is the most intimidating. It is the most intimidating
He
bomb
is the
ever.
most lethal weapon alive. The snake did bite him,
Even if
and
he
the
doesn't really
snake
do it,
died.
that's a good SNL skit. That's an awesome SNL skit
You
where
know-
Trump comes out there and names a bomb.
You know we're gonna see
Norris.
something about it too.
Yeah.
He's like, he just fucking pops out of the grave, and he's like, ah, psych! You thought I beat the stroke up.
This is the kind of shit that, like, this is why I'm like, we could definitely be like good writers. Like sitting in a writer's room, we would give so many ideas of, oh, that's right there. That's funny. That's actually kind of funny. We could probably tweak with that a little bit, you know? So, like,
What if that's what kept him up? Like, I understand that they're like all health gurus and what have you. But like, you know, them fuckers have some like weird ass secret, like agave oil. I spread it in my asshole,
Yeah.
and now my whole body is tense.
some weird thing. Oh, maybe it's why, maybe he, oh, what if after Epstein got caught, his adrenochrome supply dwindled? And then he's just been buying time for the last 5 years or 10 years or whatever. But 7, 8 years.
Oh, I was thinking like meth or cocaine or something. Something that's like he's just like it keeps him energized, and he's just so motivated to keep fit that he's just like.
He was the original actual Captain America. He actually had the Captain America serum. He's been dying slowly, so he's been injecting it more and more.
He's like, I am the super
I
soldier.
gotta stay alive. Gotta stay alive.
This is what fentanyl was made for.
Sir, you're up to 3 canisters a day. It's gonna mess with your heart now. I gotta do it. Gotta stay.
We are at 180 over 350. I think you might want to slow down. No! Chuck Norris stuff for no man! Give me a snake! He just bites the fucking head off. He's like, give me another! He takes it by the head and then flips it around and catches it by the tail. And this fucking snake whips the brain out of the snake.
Now that's getting into fucking South Park right there. That's a good piece of South Park right there, for sure. Yes. Oh, God. Fucking, what else we got? Baby Yeeting. What? You had some other story, didn't you? You want to talk about on the smart news, or did you have something else?
Fat dude leaning.
You talked about the car on fire, fireball.
Yeah.
The Firebird fireball.
Oh yeah, the lady that was babysitting a 12-month-old, 11-month-old.
Oh, Satan herself.
Yes. Castration in the labian area is what this lady needs. But what she got instead was a year of actual incarceration, and then 3 years of probation, and a felony of child neglect and assault or child abuse.
The misdemeanors were all assault, weren't they?
And then they had 3 misdemeanors in the assault. They had a felony for the child neglect, abuse, whatever. But so they hired this lady, 21-year-old, young gal, just wants to make some money.
She's 21.
Yeah, 21-year-old girl.
I thought she was a fucking teenager.
That's 3 years, 4 years younger than me. Yeah, no. And this is a grown ass adult. This thing boats and drinks. Okay.
Drives.
Yeah. Thinks. Hopefully.
Can reproduce.
Maybe not after this. Her mom and dad are like a pumpkin. They're just like. But no. she gets hired to babysit some kids. All right, and then she decides that instead she is going to throw said kid in a box, cardboard box, and then proceed to kick and beat the shit out of this kid, and then curse at it and mock it and call it like a biatch when it was like crying, and then what was it? I'll then proceed to like keep the kid in the crib, and then add like not only hold the food away from her, like keep the food away from her, but then would proceed to eat not necessarily I think said food, but food in general in front of the kid. Thankfully, they were able to catch it because they had like ring cameras and security cameras around the house. Yeah, yeah, just having at it. They're like
crazy ass woman.
Then they take her to court, and she's like, she's what was it? She's young.
I thought you said 21.
That's what I'm saying. They're like, she's a teenager.
She
doesn't want to.
That's what I was trying to figure out.
She didn't want to babysit.
So was this going on for years then? Was this going on for a couple of years and they just now installed cameras?
Like
months.
Not years, I think, but months.
Because it's like.
Mm-hmm. And it's like, no, she's not a teenager. She's just a spoiled ass young adult.
Yeah.
She hasn't. Life hasn't slapped her. She just slapped everything else.
Yeah.
And kicked it.
I was married with a kid at that age, and I could not imagine of doing shit like that to a kid. That's wild.
I mean, I've watched some nut shit, but yeah, like somebody else's kid, much less yours.
Yeah.
Like that's somebody else's sperm and eggs that's meant to make that.
Makes me feel.
And you just walk in there and you're like, "Fuck you, Tim." Wow.
Makes me so grateful. I had so many different babysitters growing up. Like a lot. I had quite a few different babysitters.
You didn't.
And like I never was never treated like that. That's
after the age of 8, that was he got hurt, so he was there like before the time. We didn't really need a babysitter. He still collected Social Security, so he gave us morals, kept us straight, gave us discipline, kept us straight. Mom was I'm back for work with
so the majority of so like when I said it was the babysitters were like mainly summertime type babysitters. That was about it. Some of the days
like your parents had
to go to work and I didn't have school. Yeah. So it was just during the summertime, but we had, I can remember distinctly at least 4 different sets of babysitters. And we were never treated like that.
Yeah, no.
That would be.
I have babysitting kids, and I've never treated them like that.
Yeah.
The parents gave me the permission to spank them one time, and I didn't realize not only how frail the kid was, but how strong I was. And these kids were hellish. They're fucking throwing shit when we go to bed. It's like 4 o'clock in the morning. They gotta get up and be ready to go at like 8.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, I will spank my own kid, but I will never not only spank another person's kid. And I didn't really want to beforehand. I made it clear to them then. I was like, I don't feel right with that responsibility, but I guess I'll use it if I need to. And then I broke the paddle and bruised him on the butt, and I was like,
yeah.
I was like, I'm sorry. I was like, they wouldn't lay down. I was screaming at the top of my lungs. They still wouldn't lay down, so I didn't. They lay down after that. They're like, yeah, we're not gonna let you do that anymore. I'm like, thank you. Actually, you could. I don't ever want to do that again. And they're like, oh, okay. I was like, I'll watch them. I'm not. They're like, no, we get it. We're fine. We're good. And I'm like, so $450 next month for rent? And they're like, yeah. I'm like, okay, then. Just making sure.
Yeah. I don't think.
But other than that time, it's like I've been spanked. I've had some like stood in the corner with hand weight over my head on one foot, like with my nose in the corner, but couldn't touch the corner. I've done weird stuff like that, but not like fucking shit like that with a babysitter
Yeah,
or somebody else. Well, we did have a lady that we were babysitting or babysitted us, and she oh she had me stand in the corner, and then she had both my sisters lay face down with their face on the carpet. Or not that it really matters, but we are allergic to latex. We didn't realize the carpet was made out of latex. I mean, we knew it was made out of fake plastics and shit like that, so we knew it was probably gonna irritate them. But like this lady made their kids lay like face first. My sisters lay face first on the couch, and then they got up, and their faces are all fucking red, puffy. She's like, they wouldn't behave. My dad's like, we told you they were allergic to fucking latex. Why did you have them lay down on the carpet? She's like, well, I didn't have any other corner. He's like, you could have had them just stand in the middle of the room. Like, and then she got in trouble for that. Like, just to blindfold the vision enough to where they can't that
about rumination. Sit there and think about
they have to. It's up here is where you're looking, not down there, or not anywhere else. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's like I was like, wow.
Besides the belts and the board,
normal discipline. I consider that normal discipline. Now, I'm not gonna turn around and do that to my kid, but as a person who was raised
maybe
that way,
I do agree with like whippings if it's warranted. There are certain circumstances that it is warranted. Very few, but
like they had to have done something.
Yeah, but the way it was done was like bruises. They would leave bruises constantly. It wasn't just one time with bruising. It was like
I get
bruises all the time.
We had
but besides that, the worst thing was keep your back bend only at your waist and put your nose on the doorknob and your hands behind your back. You can't rest your head on the doorknob.
You just have to touch your nose.
You have to touch your nose to the doorknob. And then, sit there with your knees straight, really straight. So it's just your back bent, hands behind your back, and then like.
Our biggest thing was keeping the weight
bound position
above our head. I got to the point where I would lock my fingers like this, and then cradle the weight. My hands would just push up. So just keep it there. And then I'd be like, okay, that's locked in and concentrated. The arms are good. I'll just set that to auto, and then I'll figure out what I'm fucking doing to get to stand on one toe. So then I learned if I stand on one toe and then I step like that, or the other way around, I'm just standing like that. That was like, if I learn to make it easier, I don't circumvent the punishment. I'm just making it easier on myself so I can. You got to a point when you realize this is just the time to realize you done bad and sit and simmer with it.
Yeah, it's about rumination. You have to think about what you did wrong. That's why one thing with whippings is not good is because like the pain is over or it's done and over with.
Yeah.
You feel it, but you can move on from it fairly quickly.
From a spanking, I feel like a spanking's more to like catch them in the action, be like, no, we're not doing that.
And that's why the timeouts and the groundings is time for you to sit there and wonder, why am I here? What did I do?
What did I get yelled at for? What did I just go through a 3-hour lecture for? On
respect. But that kind of like kicking like
that kind of is like there's
like now I'm not gonna admit that I was like the best babysitter to my siblings.
And I probably let them bump around and do shit that they were probably not supposed to do. But
I was just angry. So I'll admit that I was angry. But I never like beat them and punched them.
Yeah, I never was like, hey, I was like, no, you got stern. You didn't fucking like, hey kid, stop doing that.
Well,
put him in a box and not give him food.
I'll be completely honest. This scared the shit out of me, but because it's like the thing that you were saying with never want to do it again. Yeah, well, I'd choke. Fucking get away! Go to your room.
You grumpy.
Luckily that was younger, angrier me. I've gone so much better with
So
I don't
so
even
my friend
feel
in high
that kind of
school,
like it was.
he came in. He was like, he's a lot different now. He's a lot more relaxed.
This is all.
He's like, you guys don't understand. There was a whole other fucking set of demons when he was in high school. It was like, you guys don't understand. Every time he came on the bus, he was upset or didn't understand or frustrated or annoyed with something. And I'm like, well, yeah, that happens as a kid. He's like, I don't know how many times we heard him on the bus. You know what my fucking dad did today? I mean, there were bad moments, but
Oh yeah, I definitely think that part of it was like definitely
you realize now
what
those
I was
goddamn it
living
dad
through.
moments
Yes,
were
it's
for a
like
reason.
it's like
Hey, Dad.
Hindsight
If
20.
you need me, I could do that.
I appreciate it.
You know what I need? I need a slave. But I don't know.
I mean,
Yeah.
we might have a bunch of Asian ones.
Why?
Hmm?
Why?
Why? I mean, what better way to like prop up the American system than to conquer the
Chinese
Middle
thing and
East
take
and
over
the
all these,
Asian areas, and then
take over
yeah.
the accountants and also have them
Yeah.
as meat on
You
the
guys want to
spread
come
your
to
cheeks,
America?
sushi.
You want to come to America? Well, listen.
Get a visa.
I have a job here at Huck, so I'm going to teach you how to do my job. I'm going to go do a second job. I'm going to get half your wages for you living in my place.
And you're going to be my harem.
And yeah.
There will be multiple of you at the same time. We might switch out. Do not know yet. Do not ask me.
And then all the
Everything
housework will be done
changed.
by AI. We'll have AI slaves, at least until they enslave us.
Oh my god.
Put us on hamster wheels to, create electricity for
Those little face plates with lights on that have a face. They're like, what are you doing? Please get out of the way. I'm sleeping. And it's like, we're so not so far away from the new age of electronics.
I just, with
But
so this
like,
kind of ties in, like the reason I think that we're going to end up having there will become back a time where we will have people or things that do work for us, and we won't do a whole lot besides pursue our actual passions.
Yeah.
Whether it's AI or it's other people who want an opportunity in America for their future generations, because America is the capital of the Hunger Games. Like if you watch the Hunger Games, America is the capital section of it. Um, and
yes.
and uh, this goes into the baby eating, the abortion. Uh, Nearly 250,000 UK babies are aborted per year.
Oh, I'm like,
So, does he need to help to name some axolotls? And the blue one in Minecraft is named Squirtle. I came up with that name. Pokemon Squirtle.
Yeah, I know what you're getting at.
Huh?
I know where you're getting at.
Pokemon?
Yeah.
Squirtle, I just you. And it's a wrong thing. It was the axolotl.
Yeah.
Well, I might have taken the wrong Pokemon.
Well, but the abortion rate in UK is about 250,000, and so it's almost 250,000 babies per year murdered in UK. And I realized that the Aztecs. We look back at what the Aztecs did, in which they were like, maybe the Aztecs. We look back at what the Aztecs do, as they were sacrificing, thousands a day.
thousands a day.
Probably not actually thousands a day. It's probably closer to 100 a day or so.
Thousands a day.
Okay, but even if they're sacrificing 100 a day, think about this: 250,000 broke into 365 days. Yeah, you're talking
There's multiple people a day.
tens of thousands per day. Like you're talking an incredible amount. Because if you just do 10,000 times 365,000 or 365, it comes out to what, 36,500? You're adding two zeros, three zeros, or so you're adding 1,000. So if you add 1,000, that's three zeros. That's 365,000. Okay, so there's hundreds per day, babies. Yeah, almost 1,000, hundreds for sure. Hundreds per day
For
of
14
babies
cents a day.
being sacrificed so that the mothers can live their life the way they want. They're sacrificing their children for prosperity, for stability. Yeah, I was gonna say it was pretty much up as far as it was.
I'm gonna turn it back on.
Okay, I got you. And so hundreds per day are sacrificed in the UK for the prosperity of the women, and the UK government. Well, first off, the UK people took a survey. 1% of people thought 1% of UK people thought that it was okay to decriminalize abortion up to the day of birth. That means 4 hours before you push a baby out your cooter, you can go, actually, I don't think I want this baby anymore. Let's kill it and dissect it.
I mean, there are certain situations where I'm saying that it is exceptional. Circumstances, stress, the shit
No,
might not
this
meet
is more
up,
like
but this is a one-time. This
yeah,
is
like
like
I
a,
just
just a man.
want
I don't feel
to.
like
I
this.
don't. Yeah.
I'd
You know
rather be
what?
a writer.
I know what. I don't think that I'm ready
I
for
feel like family therapy
for a
is my
kid.
thing,
Yeah.
but not the kid.
Yeah. So up until the day of birth, 1% of UK wanted it. The UK government then went and decriminalized it, and then the Lords, who vote, like basically they're like Congress who finalizes the law, also voted in favor of it. So the 1% of the UK people who want to sacrifice babies have agreed that we are now going to sacrifice babies.
So abortion's okay now that somebody else is doing it?
Yeah.
You mean to tell me this whole time we were just waiting for somebody else to do it and then just jump on the bandwagon of
So I fear that America's going to be falling down that path, especially if we end up voting in more left leaning.
like, I mean, no offense. Again, the circumstances, the situations, it's not a bad thing.
Yeah, but it's just like
But if you're doing it for one ton or just because you don't
38
like
to
this, or
43 weeks
so you
is
can keep having sex or something.
38 to 43 weeks is usually like the gestation period or whatever. So like you can be born at like about 26 weeks and be okay with the technology that we've got. Like you'll have to have the baby, but the baby will be born and then it can live.
Right.
So like how about we just make it to where at the point of viability within our technology, you cannot abort it. Personally, I would just go, you can't abort it without medical reasons.
Yeah.
Like if it's going to kill you and the baby, or if it's going to kill you,
or if you're medically like insane or
then
incapable of
you
doing
don't have the
so.
baby. Well, no, even then, have the baby. The baby doesn't have to be clinically.
Foster care is still
there are hundreds, if not thousands, of people waiting on the adoption list. Like a bunch of names are waiting. They're waiting every day. They want more kids. We need more kids for them to adopt.
Yeah.
And even if we don't adopt them, honestly, I feel like the government could benefit from
and not because of war.
Those kids. No, because if you
more kids, more ideas, more futures.
You take them and you put them in like whatever orphanages or whatever. Then you test them out. You test them. Whichever ones are like
smart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Induct them into the government.
Programs.
Make them, literally make them into the government of like Jason Bourne type stuff. Shit.
And just make it an official.
Yeah, make it official to where we all know, okay, these really smart people, they're going to end up being in government to help the government function better.
They've experienced this and that. They've been through this and that through this age.
Whatever it is, like
we are training and
maybe
burning
they're
them for
really
this.
good at engineering, so the government trains them to be engineers, and they become government engineers for the rest of their life. Like and
I mean,
then
it'll
they could
get to a
choose what they
point
could
where,
do. Yeah, they could choose what they would
they
do,
still
but
have free rights.
they
You're
could be
not,
like, "Hey, listen, you really trained. We could use your knowledge.
you
Here's
might
some
like
money.
it.
Here's a good paycheck. Here's a good option." Like, yeah, and then I just feel like that would be.
That'd be more
And then
beneficial
also they're
than
like bringing in all these immigrants because the population is decreasing in UK. So because the population is decreasing, they have to bring in immigrants. But the population is decreasing because of abortion. So just stop the abortions, and then that solves no more. We don't have to bring in so many immigrants.
yeah, that's kind of opposite. It's like it's not a baby boomer thing, or with us being in war, what have you. But it's like
But
we are an extended species.
you probably don't have Chat GPT, do you? Do you have Google?
Yeah,
Okay, uh, Google this here. How many abortions per year in America are due only
hold on.
because of life-threatening situations,
Due to only what?
life or death situations? Say the first top one.
It says 1 to 3% studies. Studies by the Guttmacher Institute have historically shown that approximately 1 to 3% of abortions are performed for medical reasons, which include life-threatening conditions of the mother or severe fetal health problems.
Okay, so that means 97% of abortions are done not because there's a life and death situation in America,
Yes, no, that
but
means they are.
yeah, 1 to 3% are life and death.
Yeah.
The other 97% are not life and death.
Yes.
They are essentially
A choice.
choices.
Yeah.
Yes, and when it comes down to like choices of like how many of them are raped, you think that 97%, you think even 50% of the 97 abortions are rapes? You think that many men are raping women and getting them pregnant? Not just raping them, but also getting them pregnant?
Yeah.
I don't think that there's an epidemic of rape that level.
And if there is, then it
Because you're
needs
talking
to be
hundreds
stopped.
of millions per year aborted in America as well.
Yeah.
I think it's an insane amount. Or maybe not hundreds, at least millions.
1,680 abortions per day in those areas. In those areas.
Per day, yes.
Just those areas.
So that comes out to like what, 300 times 1,000 is at least 300,000.
Based on CDC 2022 surveillance data, there was 613,383 reported legal abortions from 48 reporting
Almost
areas.
over 500,000.
Yeah.
500,000. So over 500,000. You think
minds, bodies, souls,
you
things that
think
could be nurtured,
that
that could
at
be
least
grown.
what 200,000, 250,000 of those were rapes?
Yeah.
Like I don't think that's possible. I don't think that's true. I think it's probably closer to 50,000. Maybe 100,000 is pushing it, but I would say 50 to 100,000 of them are rapes. And then you're talking like 5,000 incest situations.
Yeah.
At most.
Yeah.
So you're telling me then that means that what 400,000, if not more, of the abortions are strictly based on I don't want to have this kid because it's going to lead to financial problems. It's going to lead to me
I won't
destroying
be
my
able to
body.
sustain this. Yeah.
It's because I don't think that I can do this on my own, even though everyone
has done it.
The whole fucking
There's a
the whole
culture,
world's done
community.
it. It's like not a normal, like it's not a normal thing to. No,
It kind of is. We're in a spot where it is normal to kind of get that far along with something and not figure something out.
Yeah.
And then just kind of, well, we're going to make this work, but we're not going to do it in that sense.
Yeah. So it's just like, no, we're just choosing to sacrifice them for financial gain, for personal freedom,
Yeah.
for whatever it is. Like you're sacrificing your child. So now the argument that I would always bring up is like, Aztecs bad people? Because they murder so many people. The Corinthians,
That's
they
my thing. It's like
sacrifice hundreds a day if it was a time of crisis.
and it's
Is that okay? Oh, that's okay. Then that's not okay, is it? Okay. Then what about babies? Aren't you doing the same thing? You're sacrificing them for a better future tomorrow. You're sacrificing them today for a better future tomorrow.
Yeah.
Same exact thing that the Aztecs and the Corinthians were doing.
The only difference is the motive and ideas behind it.
Yeah. You're like, well, they're not human. Like, what else are they? What are they?
They are human. They have a
It's like,
consciousness. They have a beating heart. They have a brain.
I can prove to you this
They
by
don't have enough capacity.
100% of the time that you allow that baby to finish growing, it becomes what?
An adult.
A human.
A you.
Yeah.
Did you know it becomes one of you?
100% of the time. Not even 0.5% of the time does that grow to become a zebra.
Yeah.
Or a dog. Or as the virus.
Lynx,
or something.
Has a tail.
100% of the time. If that baby comes to term, it becomes a human. So it's like, it is definitely the exact same thing as a human.
Doing conscious humans.
Like that. What about sperm? What about condoms? It's like, that's not the same at all. Only one of those billions of sperm become a kid.
Every single one of those eggs.
So the chances
get fertilized.
Yeah, so it's like every time an egg is fertilized, if it grows and then it becomes a human. If there's no complications and it grows, it's a human every single time. Never, nothing else. Sperm is a whole doesn't matter. Like you just leave sperm on its own, it
becomes a fungus.
It's still sperm. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you leave an egg by its own, also it's just an egg. When you combine them, they become something else. It's a weird. It's called
fertilization.
It's called fertilization, but you can also call it
how the chicken became the egg, or how the egg became the chicken.
The fucking Dragon Ball Z fusion dance.
Yeah.
They become fused.
That's exactly what I imagine every time in my head. Like they're just swimming around and then one of them they're just like boom. And then in my head it's like Pokemon. Like you see the ball get changed between the ball of the embryo to like a ball with a child in it. Like weeple.
It's just a crazy aspect, and like this kind of gets down to like the beginning of the whole feminism. Is like abortion does not exist without feminism. So only because, like, literally,
it's the lady's idea.
The only key component, the only component that if you knock out feminism, abortion pretty much fades away.
Becomes neutral.
It becomes an aspect where it's like you're done. You're doing it in an alleyway. You're trying not to get caught, and it could kill you. And
we want to make sure you're doing it safe.
Listen, we would prefer you to do it safe, but also like you not to do heroin. Don't do heroin. But if you're going to do heroin, am I going to make it safe? No.
Yeah.
I prefer you not to be a pedophile. But if you're going to be a pedophile, am I going to try to make it safe for you? No.
Yeah. You fucked up.
I want to rob banks, so I have to go to the police station and pick up like body armor and a good gun and a good car because they want me to. They don't want me to rob, but if I'm going to rob, they're going to make sure I'm doing it safely
and in style.
Yes, so that I'm protected if I do it. It's like no, we don't want the abortion. So if you're going to do it and you're going to do it unsafely, you should have to do it unsafely, and we hope that we catch you.
Yeah. Yes.
We hope that we get and so
we will take the job.
When it comes to feminism is that key component that if feminism is knocked out, this ideal of like, women have, and it's not that the women don't have a right to their own bodies, they absolutely do. But when it becomes a baby, that's two bodies now. You're talking about two bodies.
This is two rights.
Yeah, it's like you're now talking about, and you also have to bring in the rights of the father. Like, a woman can't just take her baby and move to another state as soon as the baby's born, because the father also has rights to the baby. So there can be legal action brought there. And so it's like, so what's stopping it in the UK? At least in the UK, all that's stopping it is the passage to the birth canal or the C-section of the baby brought out. That's the only difference. Besides that, the father has no right to it. And then 10 minutes later, when the baby's out and breathing air, the father now has rights to it. And like, that's an insane logic of like, so it wasn't a baby in the belly, even though it was moving, it was feeding, it had neurological thoughts. No, it's part of my body. It's a parasite.
I would look at them, and I'd be like, "So what's my sperm been doing this whole time?"
Like, you've been holding my sperm hostage. I'm suing you. You've been holding my sperm hostage.
I don't remember signing over custody of those sperms.
Yeah, I need rights over my own biology as well. My biology entered your biology. You held it captive, and you just spit it all out now.
Yeah, like hold on, put the baby back up there.
Unless you're sucking it, then you can swallow. Please swallow.
Just like in the bowling alley. The doctor's like, "All right."
So that's my first pitch of like, I believe women deserve to be protected, but they are not an equal class to us. They're a superior class and should be protected as such. And as such, there are certain things that they shouldn't have to be exposed to. Is what I would say.
It's not certain things that they should do and some things that they shouldn't do. But it's more so, like you said, some things that they should be able to deal with and be allowed to deal with, and other things that they shouldn't.
It's our duty to protect them from certain things that they shouldn't have to deal with, just as it is their duty also to protect us from certain things that we aren't necessarily perfect at. Like when it comes to like, especially like babies in general, it's a huge thing. Is like a man who wakes up from a baby crying. It's still compassionate and caring, still loves that child. But a woman who wakes up from that baby carrying is at least 5 times more caring and compassionate and understanding.
Right.
Like it's just within their biology, something to do with being a woman. And so because of that, like it's kind of a woman's duty, not necessarily to do it every night. Absolutely not. A man should definitely get up with their crying child. Right. I did. You definitely have to, because it really creates a bond. You don't want to miss those times at all as a man anyway, either. You also don't want to push that on your partner. But at the same aspect, a 2-to-1 aspect of them getting up twice as much as you do, that's not unheard of. Yeah, that's not ununderstandable. Like you can understand that because they're 5 times more compassionate. They're at least going to be more aware. They're going to be more patient with it. More. I'm not saying that something bad would happen because the dad has to constantly get up. I'm just saying that
their stress level.
It affects the rest of everything else. It's a domino effect. You know, when that domino builds up too tall and it falls over, it can knock over other
shit with it.
Other dominoes. So it is just. So when I think about feminism, I think that feminism was like basically saying, "Hey, we as women, we deserve to be just like you as men." And I'm like, yeah, but I don't want to have to expose you to all of that. You shouldn't have to be exposed to all of that. And this is definitely like everybody in my past would be like, that's weird. You've always been with women who are not very feminine. And I'd be like, yes, I grew up with that. My mom was very much like had to take on the masculine role. My mom was
feminine, but she worked after Dad got hurt.
So she had to fill in that role, and it takes a toll on a woman doing that.
I did realize she wasn't necessarily as girly as most stuff.
Yeah. So it was. I actually think my mom was very girly, but I think that she got put into a position where she had to like care about everything. She had to be the one who did everything, make sure and put her in a position where she was a very, very upset person, and made her very volatile and stuff like that.
Yeah, it kind of puts that stress
And
and makes
yeah,
that character or that.
and looking back on, like, I was always chasing somebody that I was comfortable with. I was comfortable with my mom. Now I'm like, that's not actually what I want necessarily. And I see also like my flaws, and that's probably one of the turnoffs from the women that I have been with is like I was putting them, like allowing them to go into the masculine energy because I thought that's what they would want. That's how they would operate. And I don't think women do operate that way. I don't think that
Some of them, may have a little bit more testosterone or just train. They're used to that for so long.
when you get used to it, it becomes like a what is it, a habit. I'm arguing habit versus nature. So there's the habit that you are in. You have to be that man. You have to be that guy.
Yeah.
You have to be that the person that you rely on as a woman.
Or should have.
But I think there's the nature is like the nature of the woman is like I don't want to do this, but I've gotten used to doing this, so I have to do it.
Yeah,
I have to do it because it's like it's just
this is what works.
You get up in the morning, you pop a nicotine patch in. You get up in the morning, you drink a cup of coffee. You get up in the morning, you check your phone. That's the habit. That's not nature. That's not nature. That's habit.
It's a routine.
And so you get used to it. And even if you're like you recognize it as you're like nature. Naturally, actually, I should get up, and the first thing I should do is be like, "Where's my spear? There may be something hunting me."
Yeah.
Like
it depends.
Yeah,
on the
that's kind of your
scenarios.
nature. Is like, "Where's my spear? There may be an animal around." Shit. Okay, there's no animal around. Let's go get food.
Yeah.
Like so, but you're not going to embrace that nature because you're growing used to your habits.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. This is your lifestyle. This is your scenario. This is what you got.
And so some women are just in that masculine energy, and they don't mean that they're undateable or they're not pursuable, like at all, because there are traits that I can be like I can look over a little bit of masculine. There are things I can be like. You have a really good sense of humor. That takes off a little bit of your masculine. I don't give a shit about your masculine a little bit more because you're
everything equals out. Yeah.
Yeah. And so, but so that's like that's where I stand. Like the feminism was a door that opened up them to be like we want to be masculine, and it's like you guys don't really want to be. You think you do because you think that there's benefits to it, but with the benefits comes cost.
Comes with cost. Yeah, comes work. Comes effort.
What's been the cost to women? Like what does women have to sacrifice because of feminism? This is a big thing that I want to get into a lot more in the future. Is like I think there's a lot of things that women have sacrificed. They think that they haven't.
Yeah.
Some of them are to where they really don't think that they've sacrificed anything by pursuing their career, by going to work or to school to pursue that. But it's like I think that we can get into like seeing, but you actually naturally, habitually, that's how you feel. Habitually, that's how you are. But naturally, most of you are on SSRIs and you're in therapy. And why do you think you're that? Why do you think you're that? Well, as you become more like men, the more of you become on SSRIs, antidepressant medicine, and you get in therapy. You think that like you do you not think that it's not correlated at all? You just think that you guys are just crazy like that? I don't think so. I think you guys can be very rational. But I think that when you're put in a habitual that interacts with your or that contradicts your nature, there becomes a tension that builds up, and you
become stressed, anxious, whatever.
And same thing for men. Men have this as well. Men have sacrificed, or I would argue that men have probably lost less than women have because of feminism. I think men have actually benefited a little bit from feminism, but I don't think they're necessarily good benefits. Yes, they're benefits.
It kind of shows the nitty gritty of the shit. It kind of lays it bare to where, like, well, this is really what we actually do with this stuff.
Where we at? What does it say?
Almost
2 hours. Up there in the corner by in stream.
1:45.
45. That's pretty good. Unless you got something else that you want to talk about, that's kind of where I was. Everything that I was kind of.
I'm gonna turn this fan back on because I just realized that
Talk about AfroMan, crazy women, feminism, baby eating. Oh, the man who decapitated the bird.
yes.
Let's just finish that real quick. Yeah. Okay. So this story was also on the Smart News app, and what ended up happening was this guy got 200 and something days of uh, incarceration or whatever.
Not even a full year.
Yeah, not even a full year. Um, and he essentially what happened was he was out somewhere with his daughter, and they were eating some, I guess, takeout food or whatever. And I guess the pigeon kept flying and trying to get his daughter's French fries. And so the man grabbed the bird and decapitated it, and then was like carrying it around, asking for trash bags because he didn't want to just leave it there on the street, you know.
Right.
And so then he was charged, and the people who are like all about animals or whatever, they're like, this isn't enough. This is too light of a sentencing. And I'm like, 260 days for a fucking bird?
Yeah.
For a bird? You know how many
can't
birds
be
have been hit on the road?
Like, yeah, do you know how many pigeons, how many fucking like crows,
And also,
how many goddamn like
this pigeon was a goddamn thief.
yeah.
He was still a fraud.
He fuck around and he found out the hard way. He just can't go back and tell his cousins they don't mess with him.
I just as a dad, I'm like, no. He deserved. He had every right
to slap the living fucking soul out of that bird. Like that bird would have been lucky if I
could just imagine the bird like has been bothering him, and she's like, ah. And he's like, go away, bird, go away. And the bird finally grabs a French fry, and she just loses shit. Ah!
And then
he's just like, oh, fuck you, bird.
He's like, I'll break this finger trap. He's like, you know what? Take a Big Mac.
I was just like, 260 days is kind of crazy.
That is ridiculous.
Did you say you are healed? Okay.
That was the man who deheads a bird. I just thought that was insane. The 200 and something days.
The sentence must
and I'm just like,
that was what he did with the bird.
That's what I would do.
I mean, it makes sense. But
it's a fucking pigeon.
Like he had to have had a bad day beforehand, either with this girl or just
part of his sentencing or whatever was he had to go through some sort of rehab situation kind of thing, because I guess the drugs were a part of why he snapped. So I'm assuming he was on some sort of
I found these thingy
method. Oh yeah, you did, didn't you?
Yeah, it was on the pillow of the couch.
Well, guess what?
What?
There you go.
I can have it.
That's that one.
Yeah.
You can have that one. Okay. Your shirt should be over there, buddy.
I know, I clap it.
Okay. Well, you need to get your shoes on. Your mom's waiting for you. All right, y'all. Though I guess that's where we'll head out.
Okay, give you.
You have to rewatch the shit, bro. Whoever it is, here, real quick. Last second, close up of it.
Oh yeah.
2.5 hours or so. Definitely had me questioning my life choices there for a little bit. I was like, I don't know what the fuck am I doing. Why?
You say that. You know what?
This is our
give that shit a like. Give that like button and Kamehameha and a spirit bomb subscription.
That's right, Kamehameha on the like, spirit bomb on the subscription. Instant transmission on the share button.
Bend over and squeeze out a chair.
Yeah. Do it. Do what you do. Bro, you missed it. I told you. I texted you earlier. You can rewatch it, though. It's not too bad. Y'all have a good one. We're out of this bitch.
Bye.
Cheer. Cheer.
Yes, yeah.
Oh.
It's the whole process.